Today, I'm gonna show you how to make cinnamon apple muffins. These are perfect for fall. They stay moist for days and they are loaded with apples. You guys are gonna love this recipe and I'm craving some apple muffins, so let's get started. Go ahead and preheat your oven and line a 12-count muffin tin. I love these parchment liners because they don't stick. I will link to them in the notes. We'll start by making the crumb topping. In a medium bowl, whisk together flour, sugar, cinnamon, and salt. Next, add your softened butter, and I do like to cut it into pieces first. And to form the crumbs, your best tool is your hands. Use your fingertips to rub the mixture together until pea-sized crumbs form throughout, and the mixture should no longer be sandy. Set those beautiful crumbs aside. We will use that to top our muffins later. Now we're gonna make our muffin batter. We'll start with the dry ingredients. In a medium bowl, combine the flour, baking powder, baking soda, cinnamon, and salt. Whisk that together to combine. In a second large mixing bowl, or you can use the bowl of a stand mixer if you prefer, add your granulated sugar and your light brown sugar. The brown sugar should be tightly packed, which means it keeps its form when it comes out of the measuring cup. Next, add your softened butter. Now you're gonna beat those together with an electric mixer on high speed for about 2 minutes or until the mixture is creamed and lightened. It'll look a little bit rough and crumbly at the beginning, but keep mixing and it will come together. Now add your room temperature eggs, making sure you add them one at a time and beat to incorporate between each addition. Room temperature ingredients are critical for baking, and if you forgot to bring it to room temperature, you can put the eggs in a bowl of warm water for 10 minutes. Next, add vanilla extract. Of course, I'm using my 2-ingredient homemade recipe. I'll link to that in the notes. Quickly beat that in, then add your room temperature sour cream and your room temperature milk. Continue to beat on medium speed just until it's well blended. Scrape down the bowl if needed to make sure everything is combining nicely. Once the mixture is smooth, we're gonna add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients. I like to add the flour mixture in thirds, mixing on medium-low speed between each addition. Mix just until that flour is incorporated and you no longer see streaks of dry flour. Make sure you do not overmix this batter or your muffins can turn out dense. I do like to scrape it down one last time just to make sure all of those bits of flour are incorporated. Set the batter aside and onto the fun part, which is peeling and slicing the apples. The reason I call it the fun part is because of this apple slicing tool. It peels, cores, and slices the apple in one swoop. This tool is a total game changer if you love apple desserts. I will link to it in the recipe notes. Of course, you can also slice the apples by hand. You'll need 2 cups of apples cut to about 1/4 inch thick pieces. Also, just about any crisp tart apple will work in this recipe, so use what you have on hand. Use a spatula to gently fold the apple pieces into the batter. Stop mixing when it's just combined. Again, do not overmix. Now divide the batter evenly into your 12-count muffin tin. I use a heaping ice cream scoop to portion these, and it will seem like way too much batter, but trust me, it works. Now grab that crumb topping that you made earlier and divide it evenly over the top of each muffin. Try to keep the crumbs towards the center and press them down lightly so they stick better. Bake those in the center of a preheated oven at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for about 15 minutes. They're done when the tops are golden and a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. Once those apple muffins come out of the oven, let them rest in the pan for 10 minutes. All right, our muffins have cooled for about 10 minutes, and now we're gonna transfer them to a rack to cool some more. Aren't these so cute? They are such big and impressive looking muffins. They totally look like something you would get out of a fancy bakery. I love the little dome top, and the crumble topping is so, so good. It's actually loosely based on the blueberry crumb muffins from my cookbook. If you haven't tried those, they are so good. I will link to my book in the notes. Let's move on with this because I cannot wait any longer. I can't even tell you how good my kitchen smells right now. It smells like the best scented candle, but it's all natural. Look at these. Look at these. And I love using those parchment liners because they come off so easily and it doesn't stick to the crumb. Like you don't have any muffin left behind when you peel back those wrappers. Stunning for sure. So pretty. And I told you it would work. I know you guys were nervous when I filled them up so full, but it works. Wow, wow, wow. I don't even know which one to start with. They are like all calling my name, but I want to show you guys the texture of these is so good. They are first of all loaded with apples. So you've got that sweet tangy bite of apples, which is so good. And then the crisp buttery topping. I love the combination of flavors here with the cinnamon and the apples. It's such a good match. And the textures are also so satisfying. See, look at that. The wrapper comes off so easy and there's no crumbs sticking to it. It's the best. I feel like once you start using parchment wrappers, there's no going back. All right, and I have to show you guys inside of this. We're gonna make a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. We got a big old piece of apple right there. Look at that. I should have waited for them to cool just a little bit. Nothing's gonna stop us now. Okay, here we go. It's the perfect blend of sweet and tangy and fluffy and moist with the crisp topping. You guys are going to love this. It may just become your new favorite fall muffin. Oh my goodness. Okay, I have to go enjoy the rest of this. Remember, these keep really well. I love to throw them in my kids' lunch boxes. They are perfect with a morning cup of coffee or tea if you're a tea person. So satisfying. Make these once, you'll make them over and over. And let me know if you guys have any requests for recipes. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. And let me know where you spotted Sharky. The first person to see him in a live premiere will get a gift card to Amazon. All right, I gotta go finish the rest of this. We'll see you on the next episode of Natasha's Kitchen. Oh boy. Oh, so good.